Well, Starbucks, speaking of which, on a different matter, is teaming up with Amazon to repeal this tax hike they want to impose in Seattle. This as Silicon Valley preps for similar tax hikes. So this is going nationwide, regardless of the company's point of view, to Americans for Tax Reform President Grover Norquist. So, Grover, this is catching fire here. What do you think happens?
Well, Seattle said they wanted to have a $500 tax on every job that a large company has in Seattle. Obviously, if you're Starbucks or Apple or any number of companies, you're very concerned that this will hit you in other cities as well. There will be an initiative now to repeal that, which should be on the ballot in November. Hopefully, they'll also do an initiative to permanently ban it. That takes 20,000 signatures, 17,000 signatures in the next 2 weeks in order to repeal this tax on jobs. Seattle just sent out a big notice. Don't hire here. Don't bring jobs here. We tax jobs in Seattle. Oddest thing.
All right. Now, they lowered that 500 threshold to 250 per worker, but your point is still taken that it's going to do more harm than good. A lot of these companies are reassessing being in the Seattle area, but if others follow suit, you could argue, hey, wait a minute, government, it's up to you to handle a problem that you've made worse. The homeless problem is pretty bad in Seattle, and these local jurisdictions are saying, well, that's the fault of these companies that price a lot of people out of the real estate market in their respective communities. What do you think?
Look, if your concern is that real estate prices are going up because people move there, and you're concerned about inequality because there are good jobs moving to your city, a tax on jobs will drive those jobs away and reduce the value of everybody's property. So a tax on jobs is a good way to keep property values down, which hurts everybody who has a home, and it drives people out. They're talking in Cupertino in California, Silicon Valley, a head tax attacking Apple. How would you like to tell Apple, you know what, when you hire new people, don't put them in Silicon Valley, put them in Arizona, put them in Nevada, no income tax, Texas, no income tax. What other states will do to combat this threat is that there will be statewide bans on any city or county or town putting in a head tax, so you can safely move to Texas and Arizona and other states because they will ban this. They won't ban it in Washington State, where they're putting a carbon tax on the ballot. Seattle's raising their property taxes. I mean, this is just out of control in both Seattle and Washington State. California, they just raised a gas tax. The people in California have put that on the ballot to repeal it this November. The tax revolt has been brought back by the incompetence of some cities like Seattle, where they're not doing anything to solve problems, but they just spend money. It's not just the head tax. They want property taxes.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, what is interesting and actually kind of curious in all of this is a lot of these companies they're targeting are run by self-proclaimed and very proud for being liberal. You know, whether you're talking Jeff Bezos at Amazon, Howard Schultz at Starbucks, and some of these other companies, we could go on, and Tim Cook at Apple. But when they're told that you have to then put up money yourself for a lot of these problems you care about, they draw the line at their own company's commitment. So whatever you feel about government and your corporate responsibility, they do draw the pragmatic line there, don't they?
Well, you do remember in the 80s, they said a conservative was a liberal who'd been mugged by reality. When somebody got mugged, it made them a little tougher on crime. When you've been mugged by local government, which says, move your business to our city, to our state, and then as soon as you're there and you build the building, thank you, Apple, for building the, their little Coliseum and campus there. Then they go, now we've got you. Now we start hitting you with taxes. Companies are going to start looking for states to make sure that that never happens before you step foot in a city. Make sure that city can't change the rules on you.
Yeah. And by the way, it's not just in a city. In New Jersey, of course, the whole state has given up on the idea of a tax on millionaires. Even though Democrats have the full run of the table, right now there was a party revolt saying that we're chasing good money after bad, and a lot of folks are leaving. It ain't going to happen.
No state is a complete failure. Some serve as bad examples.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way of putting it. Grover, thank you.